Hello, everyone. Welcome to this episode of Becoming the 1% podcast. My guest today is Anthony Williams. Together, we dive into the companies he has created and the way in which he approaches Forex trading. Enjoy. Thanks for coming, buddy.
Welcome.
Absolutely, super pumped.
Yeah. So what were you guys doing in AZ?
What do you I live here now.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah, we live
Oh,
here.
that's sick. All three of you guys.
Yeah.
You all live in. Oh, that's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought you guys were like traveling back and forth. You live, but you're all. Are you
Yep.
local to Arizona?
Scottsdale. No, not a
Heck.
local to Arizona though. No,
Not a local. Where are you from?
Originally I'm from the South. I'm from right around the pretty much Louisiana Mississippi line. Like,
Very cool.
spent half time in both of those places.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how did you find your way into day trading? If you would kind of back up for me and tell me a little bit about what you do and how you basically found this industry.
Yeah. So I'm a day trader. I trade currencies in the foreign exchange market. That not many people really know what it is, but it's basically trading the dollar versus the yen, the dollar versus the Swiss franc, the dollar versus the British pound, stuff like that. And so I actually found it from a buddy I went to middle school with. And I haven't seen him in years, and he was like 18, 19 years old, and he was a little older than me, and he was like buying a Maserati. I was like, what the fuck are you doing buying a Maserati? You're like 19 years old. I was like, you either selling drugs or something. And
Yeah.
he's like, I trade Forex. And I was like, really? And he was like, okay. And then he got me into it, and I started just doing research into it. And like, I'll never forget that first moment sitting at my desk, and I placed a penny lot, like, which is a very, very small contract size on like a $10 account. And I made 4 cents in like seconds. And I was like,
So you turned a cent into 4 cents.
Well,
in a second.
kind of. I lost 7 cents because they charged me commission. So I actually lost 3 cents, but I won the trade technically. And I was like, so it cost me 7 cents, but I made 4 cents. And that moment, like, it just like hit me. And I was like, you can literally fucking print money.
Huh.
And I was like, holy shit. Like, you can trade money for more money.
And you were
and,
what age when you figured this out?
17.
17. Okay,
Yeah,
so you're still in high
17.
school.
Yeah.
High school.
I dropped
yeah.
out when I was 15.
Out of
So
high school.
Yeah, so I had
Okay.
nothing. Like my dad owned a few businesses, and so we just kind of I worked with him. But when I found Forex, I was 17, and that was the moment it just hit for me, and I was like, this is what I want to do.
And you keep is that how do you spell that? Forex.
Forex, F-O-R-E-X.
That's what I thought.
Yep.
It's not spelled like the number 4. So
Yep.
F-O-R-E-X, and it stands for foreign exchange, I assume.
Foreign exchange. Yep.
Gotcha. And so walk me through what happens next. So you make this first trade, you
Yep.
figure out that, okay, this can be done and you
Yep.
can actually make money doing it. How do you then turn this into a business? Did you jump head on into it and just
So
do it
I
full time?
definitely I went full force in. I went full force into this, and I was just ready to make it happen. And I lost a shit ton of money. That's essentially what happened. For the next 4 years, I spent losing my ass, thousands and thousands of dollars a year. Education, learning and spending hours and hours of education. So much to the point of where, like, at one point, like, so my dad owned a really good, successful company, and I was a 25% equity holder in the company, and it was doing really well. I gave all that up just because I knew this was going to be it. And like I said, after 4 years in, I made my first $100 in the year. I made like $70, $78
So
in
for
1 year.
4 years,
Yeah.
you made it $100.
Yeah, pretty much.
And where did you get the money to start trading?
From my dad's companies.
Okay.
I worked with him, so I still worked a full-time, I would say a full-time job, but I was
Got
working
it. So
full-time.
you had a job.
So I had a job, and I
Yeah.
kept going with it, and I saved up enough money. But I spent my entire life savings. I mean, I was 18 years old, living. I had, nothing crazy, but I had 3 cars, 2-bedroom condo. I was doing good. I
Yeah.
spent all that money. I lost it all. I sold my cars. I even went down to a cheaper car, like a $3,000 Infiniti. And then it got to the point, so my dad was just like, it's not working out. And I was like, it's gonna work. It's gonna work. He's like, it's not working out though. And he was like, you got to go try something new. And it not like didn't kick me out, but like forcefully was like, let's try something new.
Try something
You
new,
know what
yeah.
I mean? And I was like, nah. And so I just hopped in the fucking car, and I went to Texas at 20. I think I was 21 or 22 at that point. And that's when I had $300 to my name, slept in my car, and that was the whole start of me like trying to really get the entrepreneurship going.
Okay, so you went to Texas in your car, $300.
Yeah.
How do you trade with $300? What did you do
You
when you
don't.
got to? Yeah,
You don't. The real deal is you don't. So what I ended up doing is I went and sold cars for a dealership for 2 weeks.
Okay.
And that process, and I mean, I'm sleeping in my car, I'm staying at a friend's house and all that stuff. And I sold cars for 2 weeks, and I made $2,800. And I was used to not having much money, so I ended up putting, I think it was like $2,000 in an account of that 2,800, and I quit my job. I quit selling cars that day. So the first check they paid me, I quit, put $2,000, and then in I think it was like 1 or 2 weeks, I turned 2,000 into 14,000.
Trading. Okay.
Turned 2,000 into $14,000, and then I took that $14,000, took out $10,000, put it in my pocket, went and got a house to live in, and ended up turning that 4,000 into probably $28,000-$30,000 in a few months. And ever since then, I've been
okay. So there's
trading.
a clear discrepancy between the first 4 years in which you made $100, left your house, went to Texas, $300, then you make $14,000. So what changed in that little? How big of time frame are we talking between you leaving?
You're talking months.
Months. So
Maybe
something
months.
changed. What changed?
I think, honestly, it was a little bit of luck. It was a little bit of right time, right place. And it was.
Do you remember the trade?
No, I don't remember the trade at all. I don't remember it. But it was one of those things where I just sat back and I was like, okay, like I have to make this work. Like I have to prove everyone wrong, that I'm right about this, and I want to become the best in this industry, and I'm gonna be the fucking best. So how do I do that? And finally, I think it was one of those things where it was like overnight success after 4 or 5 years. You know what I mean? So like everyone always sees the when you're already coming up, when you're already making shit happen, but they don't see all the work that you've put in. It's like I can look around here and see what you've done. It's like we see all this now. We're like giving you the praise like it's badass, but we don't. I didn't see the fucking sweat that you put into this building. You know what I mean? And it's the same thing. Like I always say, everyone's an overnight success after 5 years, 6 years. And that was it for me. And it hit a trade. My confidence went through the fucking roof. All of a sudden, I was able to train people, teach people how to trade because I was actively making money. That scaled my business. And I'm telling you, like, it happened in 3 or 4 months. I went from no money to making 20,000, 30,000 a month in 3 months.
All from trading or from selling your course?
Both.
From both.
Just becoming something on social media, building something along those lines.
Okay. I'm curious, when you're a Forex trader, like to be a successful Forex trader, what type of time commitment is that? Like daily, monthly?
For me now, it's not so much. I don't really have much of a time commitment. Like, I mean, I literally do this right here. I'll just pull my phone up, and I'll be like, okay, good. Like, I'm doing good right now. I'm in trades. I'm up $26,000. And like that's what I'll do.
Okay.
Like, and so now it's a lot less. But I've also been doing it now for 10 years, so it's a lot less time. I maybe spend an hour, 2 hours a day.
Okay.
But I always have it on my phone.
Okay. Because I trained for like a year. I did Forex training. I was also balancing that with a full-time job. And I just kind of, after a while, I kind of washed out because like I was doing short-term trades.
Okay. So you're scalping.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think like I would like to get your opinion though. What are the benefits of doing longer trades versus shorter trades?
So I'm actually a swing trader. Scalping, the cool thing about short-term trades are that you can, I mean, essentially you're getting your money in and out fast. For me, I kind of like something called position trading. So I like to hold long-term trades. So like right now, like I'm a very big believer in Ripple and cryptocurrency. And so like, I think that's going to really go. So like a lot of positions I'm in, I'm just holding for like, it's at 50 cents right now. And I think it's going to go to $3 or $4. So now I'm positioned long-term trading. It also keeps my stress down because I have now, I mean, it's not just.
You don't have to watch it every single moment of the day.
Exactly.
It's like, it was like a roller coaster, man.
Yes,
It's like up and down and up and
Is
down.
that not correct? The assumption that to a layman that cryptocurrency is volatile and not predictable and you have no idea if it's going to go up or down. I mean, is that accurate or is that?
Yes and no. I mean, if you follow fundamentals and technicals, you can see like everything does what it does for a reason inside of the market. Okay. There's a reason behind it. You know, I mean, some people call it trend lines, some people call it fibs, some people call it harmonics, some people call it just pure fundamentals based off of news. Now they all play in, and you know, I'm a technical analysis trader, so they coincide to an extent, but like there's a reason the market's going to do what it's going to do for sure. Now, is it ever going to be able to be a 100%, you know, be able to predict it? No. There's always a slight gamble to it.
Does technical analysis lend itself better to like long-term trading, short-term trading?
It works on
swing
all time
trading?
frames.
Does it?
It does work better on a higher time frame. To be honest, I don't know the reason why. It always. I've noticed that if you're trading the 4 hour, the daily, the weekly, the time frames they hold themselves a lot more stronger on the technicals than the lower time frames.
Okay.
Well, what is the definition in your words of a longer time frame or a shorter time frame?
So
What is that?
when I look at charts, if you don't mind, I'll show you. If
Yeah.
you don't mind. So when I look at charts right here, each one of those candles, those are called candlesticks, right? So each one that's blue or yellow,
Okay.
those are 4 hours long.
So 4 hours up, 4 hours down, or the whole thing is 4 hours?
No, nope. Each tiny little candle right here.
Oh, I see. Every time it moves.
Every
it's
time
4
it
hours.
moves, that's
okay.
4 hours. But you can go all the way to a monthly. So now each one of those is a month long. Each one of those candlesticks is a month.
Okay.
You can go all the way down. Now each one is 1 minute.
You can trade on the minute.
Yep, you can trade on the minute. And it's 24. It's 24/5.
Is that as small as you can go? As
It's
minute?
a small. Well, actually, no. Just that's the mainstream that everyone knows. No, I've actually seen there's like 3 seconds and 10
What?
seconds. Yeah.
Can your computer even process?
You
your
have to have some really crazy shit to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, and the crazy part is this technology is really old. Like all the trading technology
Yeah.
in today's time is really fucking old.
Yeah, my uncle does this, and I mean, how old is Uncle John? I mean, he's in his late 50s,
Yeah.
50s, early 60s, and he's done this for 25 years.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's not a new. I know.
It's not, and the technology like the main trading platform is MetaTrader 4, and it's been around for.
That's what I was practicing on way back in the day.
MetaTrader
Yeah.
4 has been around for years.
Yeah.
like 10 plus easily.
I really wanted to ask you this: how close are we to AI executing trades by itself?
I mean, I've been working on. I have a few quants that their entire job is to build AI to make trading easy.
Okay.
So I have algorithms that we use now that run hedge funds for us.
Wow.
Wow. Make trading easy versus obviously you don't want it making decisions on its
Yeah.
own.
Yeah. So I mean, we have stuff that makes decisions on its own. You can actually just sit there and implement all of your trade history, and it will base assist trade system all around you.
Wow.
And so we've been really trying to that's where we're really taking things. We're really taking things to that next level. Because Conrad, he's our creative director. He kind of makes us look really good
Sure.
out there and everything that we do out there. But we're really taking the industry and trying to not be traders anymore. Like, I don't want to be just a trader.
Okay.
I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a business owner. And I build companies, and that's what we've been doing now. And so we're really trying to take this ground approach of how do we make trading not just easy, because if it was easy, everyone would do it.
Right.
And the system is designed for majority of people to fail. Like just 100% honesty. Like, it's designed for people to fail. It's like, you're talking about becoming the 1% podcast. It's like, in reality, only the fucking 1% of the world fucking succeeds, right?
At trading.
At anything.
Sure.
At anything in life. And so like the obviously the trading system is set up for people to fail.
If you could give because I want to transition, I want to hear about your other companies and all that stuff. But speaking on the topic of trading for people who are considering doing this because they don't want to lose all their money for 4.5 years, just like you did.
Right.
I mean, is there anything you would tell someone right off the bat? I mean, hey, stick to long term, stick to short. Is there any piece of information for someone like me who does not do this? I mean, I do not trade. What would you tell me?
I would say that if you're not willing to eat, go through the shit for 4 years, then trading's not for you. Just the reality behind it. Like, you have to be in the mindset that this is what I want to do and this is how it's going to do. There is no easy. There is no shortcut in this industry. And I don't believe there should be.
Do you do
it's
any?
supposed to be hard.
Do you do any training on like what they call dummy accounts, fake accounts, which
Demo?
is not real demo accounts, which is
Yeah.
not real money?
I actually don't. I haven't trained in years. I don't train anyone anymore.
Okay.
I haven't taught people how to trade in probably. I did one class, I think 2 years ago, and that was my last class I did. And before that, it was probably 3 or 4 years before that.
Gotcha.
It's been probably 4. Yeah, I'd say 4 years since I've really actively taught people.
So your course on training is a.
I don't have a course.
You don't have a course, not on training. Okay, so tell me about, because you said when you got out here, you started trading, made the money, then you came out with your course. What is the course pertaining
So
to?
that I did. I used to have it.
I see.
used to have it, and I had the course, and I would teach people how to trade live. But there comes a very bad stigma behind the trading industry. It's like, well, if you're making so much money trading, why are you teaching people? And it's just like, I got tired of explaining myself. Like, Because I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to help people. I want to motivate people, but I also want to make my time worth something. And everyone would just like get all kind of in their feelings. And so I was like, one day I was like, all right, fuck it, then I'm not gonna train anybody.
Yeah.
And then I'll get asked every day to teach people.
Well, that's a far better way to do it than to push it, because it's true. There's a big stigmata around the whole idea of, I do this thing and I'll teach you how to do it, but give me $10,000.
Yeah.
And then the question becomes, okay, did you make your money
From
off what you say you did, or off me paying you to tell me what you did?
And I mean, and I have nothing against people that, teach people how to trade. I like it. I think it's smart, and I think it's a really good business. I always use the analogy. It's like when you see someone that's in real estate, do they only fix and flip houses, or do they buy? Do they sell? Do they hold? Do they build apartment complexes? It's like, why, if I'm a trader, are you pertaining me to one box? Like, let me own businesses inside the Forex. It's like, this is my industry. This is my space. This is what I'm good at, right? We always want to grow. We always want to evolve. We always want to keep getting better at everything that we do, right? So, like, I want businesses inside of the business that I'm good at.
How long have you been in the business? I mean, since you were 17 when you started, how old are you now?
I'm 27.
Nice. Okay, so you've got 10 years collectively in the industry full-time. Semi-full-time.
First 5 years, I would say. First 5 years were just trading.
Got it.
Just trading.
Got it.
So,
tell me about the businesses inside of trading that you
do.
What are those?
One of our really big companies that we're really proud of is Top Tier Trader. It's actually a prop firm. So what we do is we've built a series of tests, and inside of these, if you want to go there.
Sorry.
You're doing really great.
Thank you.
So proud of you.
So Top Tier Trader, this company right here. So what we do is we've built a series of tests, and inside of this test, it basically allows us to decide if you are a good trader or a bad trader. Essentially, we get to pick and choose. Okay. And inside of these tests, if you pass our test that we give to you, we fund you. I will give you up to $2 million to trade for us.
Wow.
Yeah.
Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3. Explain those to me. What are the differences?
So Tier 1 is going to be just it's going to be like the introduction phase to trading. Basically, I need you to get 10, depending on the account type you select. I need you to make 8 to 10% without losing 5 to 10%.
Okay.
So like I need to see like if you can do it, and you have to do it in a pretty fast. In 30 days.
In 30 days.
Yep.
Okay.
I need to see if you can make a good percentage in 30 days, so that I can test if your skills are going to be strong under the pressure. Because trading $2 million is a lot of money to trade. I need to make sure that you can do yourself right and do us right. Because at the end of the day, I'm in it to make money as well.
With what amount of money is Tier 1 playing with?
You get to choose anywhere between 10,000 and to 300,000.
And is this simulated or is this actual real money?
Simulated.
Okay.
All of this is simulated.
Okay.
So it's based on demo accounts, demo results, but we put live market conditions inside of it. So you can't alter the system, you can't cheat the system. So it's basically the same thing that would actually happen in real market, real money conditions.
Okay. Does someone go into this Tier 1 for free? They basically say, hey, I want to know. Okay, so what do they pay to even enter this whole program?
Just depends on the account type that they choose.
Okay. So are these Tier 1, are they established traders when they come to you, or are they novice?
It just depends. Some are not.
Okay.
I don't select who takes it.
Got it.
I don't choose. They come to us and they say, look, I want to get funded. It's called the prop firm industry. And they want to say, I want to get funded by you. And we say, okay. And the reason that I think that we've done really, really well is me and my 2 business partners, we put our names behind this. There's companies that are doing this that no one knows the owners. There's like 3 big dogs in the industry. And it's My Forex Funds, FTMO, and then probably the Funded Trader. But no one knows who the owners are.
Sure.
And me and my business partner, Q, his name Q Banks, Quill and Black, we've put our name behind this. And like that's like we've put our name behind it. We've made sure that we've built the trust and respect in our community, and that's really what we've done is we've been able to create communities of traders, and so now they all help us grow and we all help them grow as well.
So I have a question. Are you at all concerned about, because if you're trading with not real dollars, if it's a demo, obviously when you actually have real dollars in front of you, there's a emotional aspect that you're not accounting for when you're doing these tests. Yeah. Are you and your business partner, like, are you worried about that, or how do you factor that part in?
So the series of tests that we do is the first one is, 30 days, and the second, oh, there's a TV there too. The second one is a little bit longer, and it's a less percentage. So
Tier
we're
two.
putting you through series of tests to challenge your mind and to challenge how you are. And then we also have an entire trading department team that on the back end essentially is watching all the trades that every person is taking and how they're trading, what time they're trading, when they're trading, why they're trading. And we actually like try and reach out to, once someone gets funded, we want to call you and be like, how's your mental state, dog? like, you know what I mean? Like, how's your mental state? Like, are you good right now?
Yeah.
Or like, are you in drawdown? Like, what's going on? We just had an interview with a kid that well, I say kid, but a kid that came into our office, and he's been a funded trader with us for a while, and he's actually in a little bit of drawdown, so he's lost a little bit of money. And we talked to him about his mental state and his mental side, like, how can we help you grow? How can we help you get there? Because essentially, the more money that these people make, I make more money. I want you to make more money, so I want to make sure you're right up here.
So if someone goes through tier 1 and let's say they pass and they do produce 8%, they don't lose 5, then they go to tier 2 and let's say they fall apart.
Yeah.
Do they get funded?
Nope.
So when they sign up for this, pay for this course and go into this, they go into it with the understanding that they
Yep.
very well may get nothing.
Yep. Absolutely.
Gotcha. And how long is start to finish from tier 1 to tier 2? I mean, how long does this course last?
So it's not a course. It's just
Series of tests.
It's a series of tests.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Can you take it more than once?
Yeah, you can take it as many times as you want.
So they can stay on this forever until they pass through tier 2 and tier 1.
Yep.
Oh, very
Yeah.
cool. So
Yep.
it's a learning process, even if someone stays in it for a year.
And for me, you know, like I've passed many challenges before, but when I first started doing it, I actually failed a few challenges. And I'm like I'm supposed to be like one of the best traders, but I failed a few challenges because your mind gets in the way, and you have to, like, you know, go through a series of obstacles, and like, but you really have to go into it with a plan. That's the biggest and most important part, is going into this with a solid plan.
Sure.
So this is not for someone to learn how to trade. This is for someone that once they already have the skill set of trading, they can access larger capital, right?
Yeah.
It
They
is
can
way
prove
easier.
that they know how to trade.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And access larger capital. It is way easier to make 3 to 5% on 200 grand than it is to flip $1,000 account. So like,
Okay.
it's hard to take $1,000 and turn it into $1,000, but you can then pay. Why would you do that when you could pay $1,000 to get access to 200,000, and then all you have to do is make 3 to 5% a month, and you're making really good fucking money. You're making $6,000 to $10,000 a month.
Yeah. Jake,
How-
you had a question.
Once someone gets funded, do you guys have anything as far as like quality assurance or like a
Great
training
question.
program or anything once they're funded?
No, we don't have anything as like a training program inside of it, because if you pass our test, you're doing something right.
Okay.
So I don't want to fuck your shit up.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to mess you up. You know what I mean? I've been there. I've been going somewhere, and I've been trading, and I was doing really well. And then someone came in and was like, "Oh, you should look into this, and this." And then I like messed me up. So like, if you pass my test, I don't want to mess your stuff up.
Makes
I
sense.
want you to do good.
Got it.
And are you structuring the funding aspect? Are you structuring it as a loan, like a full recourse, or how are you actually structuring the funding aspect of it?
What do you mean by that? Do you mean like, is it a loan to somebody? No, it's not a loan. If
So
we
then are you-
take on the risk,
Okay, so taking on the risk, what percentage of the profit are you taking?
we take 20.
20. Okay,
Mhm.
so it's
So
kind. So it is like a hedge
goes to
fund.
the trader.
80% goes to the trader.
Because it's still your money.
Yeah.
They're just allowed to trade with it.
Mhm.
Got it. And when they get to the point where they've passed and they finally have produced the percentages that were agreed upon.
Yep.
How is the conversation had? Okay, we give this person 200. No, we give them $1 million. Is it all?
No, actually, it's based on the account size that they purchase. So when they go in, if they purchase
Oh.
a challenge for 200K, they're gonna get 200K.
What are the numbers? Oh, so they know exactly the money that they will be funded if they
Yep.
pass and they produce. And
Yep.
what's the biggest one?
Biggest right now, we have 300,000, but you can scale it up to 600,000. So you can get 300,000 twice or 200,000 3 times, and so we'll give you 600,000. But as you continually to grow that $600,000 account, we'll match the growth. So
Nice.
we'll get you up to $2 million.
How long
wow.
have you had this? How long has this been in existence?
This company has been around for a year and 4 months, 5 months. Year and
Very
6
cool.
months?
Very cool. How many people have completed your? How many people do you fund?
Oh, a lot.
lot?
We are consistently paying right now about between 400 and 700,000 a month.
all to new applicants who passed with the proper. Wow,
Yeah,
that's
cool.
outstanding. I mean, are we
I mean,
talking-
sometimes more. Sometimes, I mean, we just had one. She was a phenomenal trader, and she made $80,000
wow.
with us. Yeah,
Wow.
and she was living
Within what time frame? How long
A
did
month.
it take her? Within a month.
Yeah.
Wow.
She went from basically like, you know, trying to pass challenges and get funded because she knew had the skill set, but she didn't have the capital to put the money in. And yeah, she ended up making 84,000, I think, $84,000 in a month.
Yeah. So
And,
this
like,
is
that's awesome.
that
Like,
is
to me.
amazing.
Yeah, like I gave someone an opportunity that did not. I mean, she didn't have 84,000. Most people don't. You know what I mean? That's a
Right.
lot of money.
Yeah.
Gave someone the opportunity to turn around their life, and that's a huge turnaround.
Mm-hmm. That's enormous.
Yes.
It's a. Would you say that the industry as a whole? I mean, it's a pay to play platform. The more, like you said, it's a lot harder to turn 1,000 into 1,000. But if you have 800,000, you can turn that into 300,000 relatively quickly.
A lot easier.
A lot easier.
Yep.
Wow.
And you don't have to make as a high enough. You don't have to make the same amount of percentage to make more money. So if you make 10% on $200,000, that's way easier than it is to make 100% on 20,000.
Right. Right.
So you have to risk 20,000 in order to get it. So it's like it's just playing the numbers. You know what I mean? And honestly, I wish these companies were around when I first started.
Yeah.
Were they not?
No.
No.
Well, technically FTMO was around, but no one knew who they were.
Gotcha.
They
So
weren't.
They were the first.
They were the first, and they're the biggest. They're fucking animals in this industry. Yeah.
Would you say they gave you? I mean, because I have no reference to go off of. Were they doing something similar to this with
Yeah.
the tier system and the percentage split at the end and the funding, all of it?
Absolutely.
Okay, so you guys basically adopted and made your own and
Yep.
kind of just made very cool.
Yep. And this is the part of the innovation of the space that we wanted to keep bringing.
Mhm.
And also like another cool thing about like what we've done is we built the tech as well behind it to track all the traders.
Yeah.
So we are keep building tech to track traders for other companies that one may want to come create this same product, same company line.
Yeah.
They can come use our tech.
I'm sure the tech was a beast of a
It's
mountain
a
all by
lot.
itself. I
Yeah.
mean, to create
And-
something like this, to simulate a market and to
it's cool, man, and that's what we've been able to. That's like why I say like we're actually in the business side too, so we get both aspects of it, and that we want to keep creating technology, making it better. We want to keep putting it out there. We want to like my goal eventually is to basically take over. I mean, you know, not going. I don't want them to come after me, but take over MetaQuotes. Like I want to come after MetaQuotes, MetaTrader 4,
Okay, these
the
are
trading platform. I
Yeah.
want my own
Got it.
trading platform to be out there in the world, where people are going and downloading our app.
Yeah.
Instead
Is
of
this an app
this
right
is,
now?
No, it's not an app right now.
Not an app right now.
Not an
Okay.
app right now. But
Yeah.
our goal is to turn it into an app.
Nice.
So where you can, you know, and go in and engage with other people, trade directly on the website, which we're implementing stuff along those lines right now
And how long does the funding actually last
until you lose it.
until you lose it?
Yeah,
And
so-
then
so you
is
can
there
keep it
anything?
forever?
Okay, so that's
like-
obviously
like
a big
the
risk to you, isn't it?
No.
No?
No. I want you to make money.
Right, but if they lose your money, how do you get that back?
Oh well, that's the chance that we take.
Okay. So if someone, I mean, passes everything, gets your funding, then
then
gets hit by a car and their brain is dead.
Well, I mean, we still. I mean,
That's an extreme
would be
situation.
very,
I'm
very
an extreme guy. That's exactly what I would be thinking. What am I going to do to get my money back? Sucks
So-
about him and his car. Where's my money?
Well, the thing is though, we're always controlling the money though. We don't actually send them $200,000.
Right.
We're controlling the money.
I see.
Our back end
It's like
technology.
a line of credit they have. Kind of.
On their like, essentially on their screen. So what we have like essentially a main account
I see.
that is being traded, and then we have sub accounts of the people that get funded,
Hmm.
and so we control all the funds in one account. We just copy their trades
Sure.
to our main account.
But if, again, playing the worst case scenario here. So, I mean, the money is in the account. So if the guy got hit by a car and his brain was dead, you would still keep it. But what if he got hit by a car, his brain was dead, and he managed to keep trading and losing and losing and losing and
Well,
losing and
we
losing?
have a percentage kill rate, so you could
Okay.
once you're funded, you can only lose a certain percentage.
What is it?
It just depends on different challenges. So if you look in tier, where would it be? This is a 300K. So your max loss will be 10%. Your max daily loss will be 5%.
So, okay, so
They changed. We do different promos and different account types.
you can just take the money back.
Yeah.
What if he loses 5% in a day? You're like, okay, sorry, money's gone.
Yeah, you can't.
You lost
I
too
can't-
much.
yeah.
I can't trust you.
Yeah.
You got hit by a car.
And then,
That's- oh
yep,
my
and
gosh.
then
Dude, different
brains-
analogy, man.
brains are scattered everywhere on the road. It's it's not pretty.
Have you recognized any patterns as far as like your most elite traders go? Is there any specific profile of like a person you look for to be a trader?
They're what they do, when they do, and how they do it. So what I mean by that is the people that are very strict on a schedule. Like there is people that we're funding, and for 6 months they've literally been active on their phone or on their computer at 6 a.m. every morning, Monday through Friday, and then they shut their computer off at like 9. So they're the people that are really
PM.
consistent.
Or
No,
AM. AM.
Yeah.
Now,
So
is
they're
this-
active for 3
Yeah.
hours.
Okay.
And there's a lot. It's not just being. It's not. I use that time frame as an example. Some people are very active during London, but it's the people. I like the person that all of a sudden randomly picks up their phone and is like, "Oh, it's 1:58. I'm gonna go place a trade."
Yeah.
They're sporadic to that. I don't want sporadic.
Yeah.
I
And
want
you can track
organized.
that.
Yeah.
You can see when they're live, when they're trading, all of it.
Everything.
Wow. Yeah, that's
Yep.
important.
And so we don't only study the trades they did. We study their behaviors. By how active they are trading on their phone. Are they trading on their computer? Because if you're trading on your phone, you're more likely to be an unsuccessful trader.
Ooh, interesting.
So if
Because you're
trading on a
mobile and
laptop,
you're distracted.
you're mobile and you're distracted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we track all of those things, and that's where like we base our portfolio around not only your trades but how you are as a person.
Wow.
And I assume there's sometimes like you can set alerts for like stops and puts. So if like it hits one of those numbers, if it's outside of that time frame, you jump back on and initiate a trade, right?
You can.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Wow. Well, I mean, I don't know if I'd say it's the most impressive, but your tech in this company, this is one of the most impressive things I've ever seen as far
I
as a
appreciate that.
company goes, what it can do.
All the props to the team.
Yeah.
It's not me. I can't.
What
do
is
that. I can't do that stuff.
How big is your team, and how did it start?
So we right now, it started with just 3 of us. It was just me, Nick. Well, it was just me and Q originally, my business partner, and then then we expanded. We hired Nick. We brought him into the company. He became he was our attorney first. He was just our attorney. And shout out to Nick and Q. But Nick really believed in what Q and I were doing and what we wanted to do with the industry. And he was a partner at a huge law firm in Miami. And he was like, I don't know what it is about these kids, but I believe in them. And we stole them. We stole him away.
Yeah.
We stole him away
From his, he came, so he's full time.
He is
Wow.
our chief operations officer. So basically
awesome.
he runs our entire operations of all our companies, and he's.
And you were how old when he decided to make this jump?
I was 24.
Yeah, you're a kid.
20,
Yeah,
20,
definitely.
23, 24.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
That's outstanding. What do you see as the next big push? I mean, this is obviously, like you said, your flagship company. What do you want to see happen next?
I want to take this more global. So right now we have about 4 million website clicks a month, I think is what we did last month.
Wow.
I want to get it to 50 million. I want to be funding the best traders in the world. I want to open up funding shops, literally major cities where we have major traders. So South Africa, huge for traders, for Forex traders. I would love to go to South Africa and open up a top tier headquarters where people can actually come in and trade with us, or people that we have there that now can help
In a
them
physical location.
So
That'd be
I want to
huge.
open one in Scottsdale. I want to open one in Dallas. I want to open one in Miami, Orlando. I want to open up obviously Tempe as well, because that's where a lot of traders are as well.
Would
but
these
all around.
Would these shops incorporate some education to go with this? Because
I'd like to, but we have to be very careful on how we educate people in this industry and in this space, because we're not licensed to really educate people, nor is this company. We're licensed.
Who is?
You have to have certain licenses, certain series 7,
Oh, I see.
series 34, stuff like that, which we could get. It's not that hard. Just
Gotcha.
find someone that has them and pay them a yearly
Hire them
salary.
to be your
Exactly.
professor. I don't even
Exactly. So we technically could do it, but I don't necessarily. I want to stay away from the education side, because educating people is hard in this industry.
I bet.
They think that they're gonna be able to do what you did in a month. What took me 5 years. It's like, nah, it doesn't happen that way.
Yeah.
So I want to stay away from that. But I mean, I'm a very big believer in mindset. I want to change people's mindset, and so like that's like what I've been shifting my entire platform to mental health and health for overall health. So that's like I want to create these facilities for traders to be able to come talk to people. I want to put like legit therapists. Like we have a Discord where we have 20-something thousand active traders in there for this, and we have like chess night. You know, we're gonna start a pool night, like on like gaming on your phone pool night, where traders can just come hang out and talk to other traders.
Oh, I gotcha.
And so we're trying to build the entire I'm just trying to build an entire ecosystem that we can control the
Yeah.
community, and we can help people and show people. Like we're working on side topic, but we're working on an app called Involio, and we've been
How do you spell that?
INVOLIO,
Okay.
and basically it is a Twitter for traders,
Oh, cool.
and it's
Very cool.
all the information, so you can actually call trades in there.
Yeah.
And you can follow other people that take trades, and it's all irrevocable information. So therefore, if someone calls a trade in there, they can't change it. So they can't lie about it being a win if it was a loss. They can't, nothing like that.
Yeah.
And so it's
what they post is what stays.
is what stays.
Yeah.
Yep. And we have some really, really phenomenal traders, and we're building a really awesome community inside of that. And it's becoming something. It's becoming a bigger project.
Will it become like Twitter in the sense that if you're a really good trader and you keep saying, "Hey, I just did this and I made this," and you keep doing that, your following grows,
Yep.
just like a Twitter?
Yep. We have a trending feature. We have a first come first serve feature. So you can either set it. Do you want to see what's trending in the world, or do you want to see your friends? We can verify people. You can private message people. You can follow people. You can have pictures. You can have posts. It's a full on Twitter.
Have you allowed your users to create paid subscription status yet?
We're currently building that in from it right now.
Yeah, because
We're
there you go.
currently
I
building
mean,
that
that's passive. You just take a percentage of their percentage, and you
Exactly. So we're currently building that in the system right now. We're just honestly, our big thing right now is we just want users to get on it, and it's not just Forex. It's stocks, it's NFTs, it's cryptos, it's everything trading related.
wow,
Yep.
Love it.
powerful.
And
That's
you can
cool.
even like what's really cool too. This is something that's really cool that I like. That we did is we built something called a portfolio, and you can actually select certain percentages of your portfolio where you're invested. So I am 20% of my as in hedge funds. 20% of my wealth is in hedge funds. I have about 10% in real estate, 30% in Forex, 30% in Bitcoin, and the small amount is left in cash.
and that allows you
gold
to
and silver.
organize it.
And I can organize all of it in there in
Wow.
that portfolio, so people get to see what my portfolio looks like. I have 5% cash and I have 30% Bitcoin. So what does that mean right now for me? I'm long on Bitcoin. I have more gold and silver than I do cash. What does that mean for me? That I think the dollar is going to continue to get weak.
This is public knowledge
Yep,
on
all
your
public knowledge.
the name of it one more time.
Involio.
Involio. So on
Yep.
your Involio, people would see your portfolio
Yep.
on your profile
Yep.
type of thing.
Yep.
Wow. And
Yep.
is that the same? I mean, when filling out your profile, I assume there wouldn't be any motivation to be dishonest about it. You
No,
would
I
just-
mean,
yeah.
I mean, yeah, I get technically you can. We don't ask people to prove their financials or nothing like that.
Sure, yeah.
So technically, I guess you could, but we're not asking you for how much money you have in them. We're just asking you where is your money allocated.
I
So
see.
percentage wise, so it doesn't matter if it's $100 or $100 million.
Yeah.
It's just what percentage is allocated to where.
And that way, somebody who's coming in, somebody who's just joining the app, they'd be like, all right, well, I wonder what I should do with my money.
Yeah.
Oh, I should probably look at Anthony. Let's see what he's doing.
Exactly.
Oh, he's got 30% in gold. Like maybe
Yeah.
there's something to that.
Yep.
That's outstanding.
Exactly. And so, and what we're trying to do is not control, but push the information, push the knowledge, and push stuff out there along those lines to make sure that people can actually learn. Like I don't want people to, like, people are always asking me, like, why do you do other businesses if you're such a good trader? You can just put your money in the market. It's like, because I want my money to make me more money. Like, I'm invested in Forex hedge funds, even though I think I'm a better trader than the hedge funds. And I make more money trading than the hedge funds make me. But guess what? I still invest in them
Because they do the work.
because they do the work.
Yeah.
Let your money work for you. So like, I want to show people like, yeah, I got my start in Forex, but like this lifestyle that I live and all this, it's not just from Forex. It's from the investments that I've made. It's from cryptocurrency. It's from buying and coming and joining in new companies and starting new companies with people. You know, we own a company called Modernized Marketing. We do digital ad space. And we run ads for a lot of major companies out there right now, and we're continually growing that company. We have a really good partner in credit card processing. It's called New Age Payments. We're partners in there. We bring clients to him, and he, helps us build that company as well. And he's out there, he's crushing it right there. We have the same guy. His name is Chad Probst. He's a really good. You see him on my Instagram. He's a really good friend of mine. He also does Airbnbs for us. It's like, yeah, like.
Yes, you've got a real estate arm.
And but we align ourselves and partner ourselves with people that are really good at what they're really good at, right?
Yeah.
Like Chad is really good at credit card processing and Airbnbs. He knows what he's talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we can partner with him for us to mutually benefit each other.
Yeah. They call that selective delegation. You want to
Exactly.
partner with people that are different than you. So Derek Fay said when he came in here. You ever met that guy?
Who?
Is there a connection at all with Derek Fay?
I don't know.
Yeah, he's outstanding, and he basically came in here and said something very similar to that. He was saying that it doesn't help to partner with people with your same strengths.
No.
You want to diversify the delegation that you choose to people who have very different strengths, very different brains.
I've always said, I would rather make 1% of the world than 100% of me. So like, I'd rather pick 1,000 bad motherfuckers and make 1% from all of them than to just make 100% of what I do.
Yeah.
And that's like, it's like there's an old saying, and it's like, it's kind of dark a little bit, but it's like, let's say you rob a bank, right? And like you go and you rob a bank and you rob $1 million. But like, what happens if you just stole a penny from 1 million people? What do they even notice? A penny? You still get, or $1 from 1 million people.
Yeah.
Still get.
I don't think
Office Space.
But
Office Space.
but like,
We just take it from a bigger jar, hundreds of thousands of times.
exactly.
You ever seen that? Office Space?
No, I haven't.
Oh man, that's a good one. You should check that out.
I'll have to check it out.
It's such a great reference.
But it's just like, that's what I want to. That's like I want to, put my hands out there and invest in my people, my community, and people that I believe in.
Yeah,
Awesome.
That's awesome. How have you used social media to promote and grow the companies that you're involved with? I mean, that's obviously a big prominent part of what you do.
So I never wanted to be the guy that was very like pushy or like salesy or like an influencer, and that's not what I wanted to do. So like, when you look at my videos, a lot of them are just free knowledge. I'm just trying to provide as much knowledge. So a long time ago, I heard something from Gary Vee, and I'm not a huge fan of Gary Vee. Like, I don't like I'm a fan of him, but not like some people worship him. But for me, like he said one thing, and he goes give, then ask. And don't tell, don't take, but ask. So like, what we've tried to do and what we've built our entire model around in all our businesses is provide value, value, and then show something, and if they want to partake in it, they'll partake in it. So what we've done is, what me and Q have done is, we've built we've created a community of people where we just provide tons of value, tons of information, and then we say, look guys, this is what we're doing. If you want to partake in with us, we would love to help you support us as we try and support you.
So leading by value, value. Yep. So like jab, right hook was Gary Vee's
exactly
books. Yeah,
That's what it was. I was like, the Gary Vee thing sounds familiar. That's what it was.
Exactly. That's what it was. And so for us,
and
like
for months and for years, it has to be. It was an early on conversation. We followed the same type of principle when it came to this stuff. We honestly, truly still haven't really come to market with anything yet, and we've been in business for almost 9 years. Some would probably say we're late. Well, you're definitely late to market, but for this whole entire time, it's just been free. Just free content constantly, just giving information away.
That's awesome. That's how it's supposed to be. And we do stuff like too, like if you go scroll down a little bit, maybe we try to make people laugh. Like, say, I'm wearing a fucking wig.
Is that a wig? I can't tell.
Right? I have long hair, right? But like we try to provide value and make people laugh and have fun, and like we're like, this industry was so serious for so long.
Everyone had a suit and tie.
Yeah. And it's like now I'm the guy that like pulls up in a white t-shirt and some boots, and like I'm not the suit guy anymore.
No,
love it.
We want to take the what was his name, Kent? We want to take the Kents out of the world. We met a guy at a restaurant, and his name was Kent, and he was a tool bag. So
I'm guessing he was wearing a suit.
Yeah, he was wearing a suit.
Kent is the name of a man in a suit.
He was definitely wearing he was definitely a wealth manager. But we've just tried to provide value to people and have fun. And that's simply like, I think that's the best part about it, is we just want to have fun and provide value.
Absolutely. Yeah. Fun is probably the biggest, I would say one of the biggest things that if you want to demystify an industry that isn't necessarily centered around that, create it.
and
do it differently and create it.
And motivation, like if you scroll down a little bit, like we have a lot of like really good motivation. That's my biggest thing in life. I want to motivate people. I want to inspire people. I want to live a life that tells people, damn, I can do that too. Damn, that can be my life. Like that's my biggest, like when it comes to go like, fuck, my money's cool, it gets fucking old. I want to fucking create an impact that people are like, damn, like I can do that. I can change the people around me. I can create something. And like that's like I have a brand called Living Icon, and essentially like everyone thinks that like an icon is someone when they die, and it's like, nah, you can be a living icon. You're alive right now. You're inspiring people. That's a fucking icon. That's something that should be cherished. And so like I want to continue to just inspire people and make fucking people strong again. You know, like that's me.
Yeah. How many companies do you currently have?
Fuck. Probably between 17 and 20 something.
20. Wow.
Yeah. And we're creating new ones every day.
That's
every day.
$1 for the whole world, right?
We have a great fucking team though.
Yeah.
We have a great fucking team, surrounded by incredible people that take on the initiative, and they see the vision. You know, I met Conrad 5 years ago, 4 years ago.
Sure.
No, I met you. Yeah, I met you 4 or 5 years ago. He took our mine and my fiance's maternity pics for our first born.
Wow.
And
wow.
And then one day he came. He's like, man, we haven't talked in a long time. I'm coming to Scottsdale. And I was like, dope, come see me. I was like, we actually need to really talk. We're growing our companies. And he flew out to go to a solar convention and never went home. Stayed. Moved in with me. Literally moved in with me. After a 3-day trip, moved in with me. And now, you know, he runs all of our content for all of our companies.
Oh, that's sick. Okay,
Yeah.
So are you the content creator and the editor? Is it you who comes up with all the ideas and the funny?
And team.
The team.
Yeah.
We're starting to build a team right now. It's a beautiful team.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
We're building it. It has been.
Well, it's a full-time thing. That's another thing people don't get is when whatever you're making, you could be the best at what you're doing, but if no one sees it, then it's not gonna grow. So you have to have
both
people around you that can do both. You have to have the visionary, but you also have to have the people around you that'll help build the infrastructure. And the content thing is just so much harder and time consuming than people realize.
It is.
Yeah.
And so, but we're just having fun now. And that's like my continuum, like that's my only fucking goal now. It's like I just want to have fun, build the most badass community, and inspire people to be fucking great.
You guys are all in Scottsdale, yeah?
Not the whole team, but us. We are. Yeah.
Us three. You guys, the three of you?
Yeah, we're all.
Bro, we gotta hike Camelback. I'm out there every week. We go hike that. You ever done that thing?
No.
What? Come on, bro. Let's go. We'll go save somebody.
He does it
dying.
like 110. You know, if people are dying, he's.
It's too hot for me right now.
Craziest things in the whole world on Camelback.
I love it. Let's do it. I'm down. Fuck it. I'm in.
He had to rescue 3 people off the mountain last year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh, dude, it's crazy things. This is one guy. This cop went up there with a girl. I've never told this story on here. Oh, I definitely should tell the story on here. This cop.
I'm intrigued now.
This cop took his Tinder date to the mountain.
From Minnesota.
Boston. She's from
or
Boston.
Boston.
She flew here from Boston to meet him. They went to the mountain and
In
went
the middle
up.
of the summer.
Middle of the summer. Now he was a native. He was Phoenix PD. They went up, and basically, she didn't want to go any further. She wasn't feeling well, and he was like, "You know what? I'm gonna go to the top." So they left, and she didn't know how to get down because it's not as like easy as a lot of people think it is. So she got lost, and she fell.
But
off.
who took the water bottle?
He did.
Oh,
He did.
God.
He went up, came back down to the bottom, and she wasn't there. And this happened to be right the time when I arrived. Because, again, there weren't that many people. It was 108. So I get there, and the ranger, he and I kind of, because I'm always there, he's like, okay, look, I'm going to close the mountain. When you go up there, see if you can find this girl named Angela. This guy just said that he took her up there, and she's gone. I'm like, all right, yeah, that's fine. So I go up. There was me and this one other trainer. We go up. And don't see her, don't find her, nothing. And I stayed on the mountain I can usually clock it in and out at about 45 minutes, just get off. But I stayed there for probably 2 or 3 hours, and we were just looking and looking and looking. Finally, the ranger's like, hey, we got her family. They turned on the Find My iPhone thing. She's not where you think she is. It's really bad. Like, she's not anywhere near the trail. She fell down by this guy's pool. And so she died. She fell, she hit her head, and she died. And, it was because
Wow.
the family got involved. They're like, who's this guy who brought the he's like a cop. He brought her out here.
Holy hell.
We don't know any. And so the private investigator called me. The lawyer called me. Yeah, that was. But yeah, I know. Isn't that terrible?
That's awful. Like I would never just leave somebody either.
Dude.
No, he took the water bottle.
He took
He's
the
like,
water
he's
bottle.
like, all right,
And he-
good luck.
Yeah.
I don't know how much I should really say on this, but he absolutely friggin' lied when we got down there too. He told the ranger that you know what? I can't go into. I honestly think legally maybe I shouldn't go into this, but he lied.
I'm probably gonna cut it out.
He lied. If you're gonna cut, he lied about his experience. He told the ranger, "Yeah, I'd never been here before." And then when Phoenix PD came and they shut down the mountain, they interviewed him.
They kicked the Rangers out.
They
too,
kicked the
didn't
Rangers out. Yeah. They did their own internal investigation. The police did because the family was like suing the city.
Yeah.
And so basically, yeah, he told them, "Oh yeah, I mean, I've lived here. I hike it all the time." So he told two different stories. One of the Rangers, one of the cops. The only reason I know this is because I was standing right there when he said it.
Holy fuck. That is insane.
It was yeah.
Yo, this is fucking dude. What the fuck is wrong with people? This is why I'm creating a fucking like literally a fucking life course right now to fucking make people fucking have fucking morals again or some shit. That is insane. I would never just leave somebody like that.
You would think it would. Yeah. It was a very, very, very weird experience at the time, and even more so as time has gone on. I think back, I'm like, dude, yeah, he
That's
left
fucking
her ass
weird.
out there, 108 degrees,
Yeah.
and she died.
Ladies,
I just-
swipe left.
Swipe left. Ain't that the damn truth? Like even like I just met you. I'd fucking try to keep up with you. I wouldn't even leave you. out
Oh
there.
man, I might leave you.
You can leave me. You can leave me. But like but like that's crazy.
Yeah. So, yeah, but that aside from that, it's an incredible spot. I mean, for networking, for working out, it's. I'm sorry.
Yeah, besides
You
people
won't hike
dying.
with me. Like, I'm not going with you. There's too many.
Yeah.
No, ask how many people you've seen die. On
I've
a
seen
Camelback.
3 people die on
So-
Camelback. More people die on
I'm not going to Camelback.
More
I
people,
know I said I would. Fuck that. Fuck that.
more people die there than Everest.
Yeah,
More people die on Camelback than on Everest each year.
So
People think because it's in the middle of Scottsdale, everyone comes here. They're not from here. They go to this mountain, and there's signs everywhere. And the rangers in the summer will literally stop you and say, "Have you ever hiked here before?" Like, no, I'm from England. It's like, okay, do not hike this mountain. But do it anyway. These people die. Last summer, I think the rangers said they had over 400 helicopter rescues during the summertime.
That's insane.
Every day they had to airback somebody.
And
So
they
people
have
just
killer wasps, right?
yeah.
Yes.
They have bees that attack people.
this is like turning like I'm never
No one's
hiking
ever heard
again
of
in
this
my
guy.
life.
Have you been on the mountain a bunch of times? Yeah.
Yeah.
Last time I hiked it, it was middle of July with a full sweater on and Air Force Ones.
There you go.
Yeah, I went
There you
all
go.
the way to the top.
With
So Anthony, are you down?
so you get.
No, I will go hike Mount Everest with you now. It sounds like.
Oh, that'd be great. I would
do it.
love to do Everest. I'm serious. I would love
I'm
to
down
do
to try
Everest.
anything
with
once
that.
in life. I'm down to try anything once.
Except Camelback.
Except Camelback now. Oh, I
So,
love it.
yeah, man. Honestly, thanks for coming on. This was
Absolutely.
this was a really good time. This
Absolutely.
was
It's
a
a
fun,
blast.
fun ass
Yeah, it
episode.
was.
If people want to find you or
Yeah.
contact you, where should they go?
Instagram mostly. It's _ Anthony's World _ It is the one with the blue check mark, and I have to point that out because as soon as you follow me, there will be tons of fucking fakes.
You do realize it's about to mean nothing, right?
I know, but
They're
like,
about to take.
well, yes, it does mean nothing, but it also they can't pretend to be me.
They have to show your ID. They
Yeah,
have
you
to
can't
do
pretend to be me.
Yeah.
So, but it is one of those things where it's like you will get so many fucking fake accounts. So there, and YouTube, and it's
Sick.
Anthony's World, and
Outstanding.
you have the YouTube put up, and we do a lot of cool motivational videos. I actually stopped on YouTube for a very long time.
Yeah.
And then now we're finally.
Oh
coming back.
wow, yeah, good for you guys. That's awesome.
We stopped for a long time, quite some time, and now we finally just started back, and so it's nice. And also Spotify. Anthony's
That's
World
where is that
on
where you put
Spotify.
your podcast too?
Yep.
You have a podcast,
Yep.
right? What's
Yep.
it called?
It's just Anthony's World.
Anthony's same
just
thing.
Anthony's
Outstanding, man.
Yep.
That's great.
I kind of branched everything off of Anthony's World. I wanted Anthony's World to just be the brand. And,
That's good.
Yeah,
You want everything to kind of sound the same.
Yeah,
Maybe-
yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
have different veins and stuff, but it should all come back to the same.
yeah,
home base.
I just want the world's in your hands. That's
there you
it.
go.
So
Scarface.
that's why we call it Anthony's World.
awesome,
The
Very
world's
cool.
in my hands. My world.
brother. Very cool. We'll stop it there, bud. Thank you guys so much for watching that episode of Becoming the 1% podcast. If you like the content and you want to see more of it, hit the like and subscribe. Activate that notification bell as well. We really appreciate it. If you guys want to see more of it, we actually have the Becoming the 1% Instagram, and the podcast is available on Spotify. For our socials, we have Strict Vision Athletics on Instagram, we have it on YouTube, and we have it on TikTok.